Relax yourself and step into an open feeling of lounginess. Breathe deeply and just relax. No worries in the now. Take some deep breaths in and out. Just relax. Allow yourself to feel any sensations as they come out without repressing them. If you're not where you want to be yet, that's okay. Don't resist these feelings. You're in the process of resolving these issues, and this resolution occurs simply through higher consciousness. So just relax through this process. Just relax. Because of caring so much what others think and how people relate to you, you may have been living in your head for many years. You may have been resisting doing social things and going out to avoid judgment and involvement, which keeps you living in this shell of fear. Knowing this is an important area of life concerns you very much. Somehow you may feel consciously and subconsciously that others' opinions of you are more important than yours. Your fear of judgment and social anxiety tends to be at the root of so many things affecting your life. Even if there are socially powerful people and environments where you still get anxiety around today, why can't you just be powerful yourself on a more important scale of consciousness and life itself, of heart, sexiness, and soul, so that you have power and can communicate with power instead of falling into games and social dynamics. You can be worry-free, fully relaxed, comfortable, confident in your own skin because you have a win-win relationship with all social power at its root, with all programs that influence your mind, heart, body, soul. You choose respect. You have the self-respect and you receive that, the connection, oneness, and divinity, that all relationships respect you because you respect them, but you will not be abused or manipulated. You respect yourself, and you respect others, all living things. You operate as power, with power itself, and respect it, and attract more of that which you resonate with. Because you are powerful, you carry this connection to all living things, and the miraculous infinity of oneness itself with you. This is naturally healing, dissolving, releasing your anxieties, all social anxieties, which have only existed in lower consciousness and away from source. You are greater than your ego and socially conditioned programs. You accept that you have valued social status and gain in the past, more than not having it. But now you can choose a higher, more powerful path in which you can still gain social favor, but from one of all power and respect at all times. You carry with you, it cuts through all boundaries and disconnection. But it will be in full integrity with your higher self, this path of oneness, and accepting your worthiness. You accept and open up to that power now to channel oneness of heart, mind, body, sexiness, and soul throughout, to be equal to all social power and influence, and all media at its source level. All forms of power and influence and all dynamics are coming from oneness itself. There is no disconnection. You are a part of life and equal to power itself. You are releasing anxiety, worry, and frustration because you are breaking these bonds of dependency and winning approval in human dynamics that are out of alignment and harmony with spiritual and relational truth. You can be powerful without dependency, servitude, prejudice, and manipulation that occurs in social dynamics. You can interact, but without ever giving up your worthiness and ultimate greater self-respect, without ever feeling sorry for yourself. You haven't really expressed yourself. You have repressed the beauty of your own voice and lived out of integrity with who you really are. Right now, you deeply and completely accept yourself. You accept that you have a voice and are worthy to be heard, that your mind, body, heart, sexiness, and soul may already be more awakened than those other people. Your worthiness is timeless by being connected to all source power itself. You are powerful and worthy. You don't fall into social rules. You love and respect all things, even small farm animals. Anywhere you may go. Now you can give value to others because you're that self-secure. You don't fall into social rules of creating class separation and having to prove yourself by climbing up any ladder. You are worthy right now, just showing up, before, during, and after. You accept power and worthiness now, and it is always there at all times. Because you are powerful, you carry this connection to all living things, and the miraculous infinity of oneness itself with you. This is naturally healing, dissolving, releasing your anxieties, all social anxieties, which have only existed in lower consciousness and away from Source. In the past, you may have ended up getting made fun of a lot. You eventually learned that people would accept you more if you were just quieter, so you tamed things down and withdrew into yourself, still caring about what others thought, but having a big disconnection with them. You let all of these issues go because they don't actually exist in a connected state. You accept and receive powerful worthiness as equal to all power itself. You start to truly feel that liberation of being free from the judgment and approval of others, that you can live your life free, unbounded, able to connect with anyone, anywhere, and free from that judgment and criticism of others, which only comes from disconnection from Source, even though they may have been influenced and are living out social programs themselves from disconnection. But you value connection. You relate to all people with power, and you command respect and power yourself. You don't understand disconnection. It doesn't compute. Thus the world is your backyard, and you are always at home. And it feels comfy to always be at home, always in your comfort zone, for there is no disconnection in oneness, always coming from power, freedom, worthiness, and respect to connect with any and everything else of power, because there is nothing above you. And as you change your relationship to one of interdependence, a power and respect for all living things, that we are all equal. Thus, how can you be below anything or anyone? It is impossible. You receive the great love of the universe in a higher frequency, a higher connection and state of consciousness, close to the power and beauty, the magnitude of all that is, in everything, in all life, Source energy, nature, earth, water, fire, wind, all power, all forms of power, consciousness, all that is. You are connected. You accept yourself. You forgive yourself for allowing yourself to be manipulated and oppressed before, because you just didn't understand you were this powerful, that you could be this worthy. So you can just let any of those types of relationships go. You no longer have to tolerate anyone disrespecting you, nor do you have to let it affect you, for you come from respect and love towards all things. Vibrating at a higher frequency, you're just more confident and more present, being honest in your expression. Be open to the healing changes that may occur. As you enter a more normal state and step into the physical and social world, more relaxed, more at ease, free and powerful, independent, connected as one, you choose to express yourself more openly and more freely, and it becomes fun, free from expecting a certain outcome as you continue this process of dissolution and into connection and living from a higher vibration of power itself. You are freer than you have ever been, and you are grateful for this self-awakening resource.